Boop, 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 booyaka shot. Boop, 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 booyaka shot. Boop, 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 booyaka shot. Cha, 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 cha. Chia. So you're preparing for greatness. There's this whole concept in your league that you can't win. You can't do it because you're new to the league. You lost a couple of years. Or maybe you won a chip and it's been years since you actually brought home that prize money. But this year, you saw a video about fantasy basketball in July when everybody else is at the freaking beach with their umbrellas and their Mai Tais listening to Taylor Swift. You in the grindhouse getting it in for mock draft season. In this episode, we are going to conduct a 12-team ESPN points league draft, picking from the first position. We believe every NBA fan should consume fantasy basketball content. So we got a couple of minutes before the draft jumps off. I already got people in the building, so I want to shout out all of the folks who are pulling up to the draft. The room is already full, y'all. We got Amir in here. We got Anthony in here. We got Mohammed, MC Fizbiz, Ira, Arlen's team, Frank's team. Hey, number one, we got Brett's brilliant team, Jarletto's scary team, and of course, Raymond Rowdy's team. If you are a part of the fantasy basketball or the Believe in Fantasy Basketball community, when we go into these drafts, please try to use your Discord name so I can shout you out. But we're going to try to have some fun, y'all. This is actually our second mock draft of the season. We're going to try to do at least one of these a week. And if I can pump out more, we'll do that as well. We'll always film them live, but the video will then be hidden until the video is edited and pushed out. But once we put out the video, we'll also share the full live stream, because at the end of these live streams, I'm always going to do a little Q&A. I'm going to connect with my people. I might bring some drinks. I might bring some wings. You never know. I might give some stuff away. You never know what is going to happen at a Believe in Fantasy Basketball draft. So we about 3 minutes from this joint popping off. If you are in the chat, please make sure you drop some notes for us so we can see what's happening in your world, where you pulling up from. Let us know if you were in the last mock draft we did, and also just let me know how you're feeling out there. I'm feeling good. You know, I have an injury, so I have a hamstring injury that kept me off my feet today, so I had to take off from work. So I'm like just like sitting around and stuff, kind of feeling down about my injury. But I was like, you know what? There is a community of thousands of fantasy basketball sickos who need my help. And by golly, oh wow, I will help them. Big shout out to my man, Brett Ballin. He says, hey, yo, we out here back again. Back like I never left, back like I never left. Yeah, we got my man, Matt Carmody. He says, run it back. Mock number 2 for the crew, feeling good. Yeah, cooking with hot, say it with me, y'all, bacon grease. Oh, baby. Brett Ballin says, how we feeling about Dame going back to Portland? I think it is poetic. It popped up on my feed a couple minutes ago, and I was like, now I'm okay with that. I was feeling a way about Dame actually getting, cut loose from Milwaukee, but it all makes sense now, and I'm just happy for him, and I look forward to see what he's going to look like when he's healthy, because, Dame is a legendary top 75 NBA player, and we need to really, really give him his flowers. Yeah, I agree with you, Brett Ballin. Brett Ballin says, I personally love it. I personally love it too. So I'm drafting from the first position. I'm going to be picking the Joker. I'm not playing no games. I got a knock on the door. Let me just make sure it's not my kids. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. All good, all good, all good. Made it back in time. It was nobody. That was me hearing things. In my old age, I kind of just hear. That's some spooky stuff right there. All right. So we got about 56 seconds before they open this room back up. We got Brett Ballin says, just want Russ back in OKC. That would be dope. Matt Carmody says, Bucks fan, happy for Dame. Very cool, very cool. Love the positivity in the room today. Okay, so last draft, I edited that video already. I cleaned up a lot of the stuff that was happening. If you didn't notice, we are using a new platform today. This is going to be something we're testing out because we have some new analysts joining the team and they prefer this platform. So I wanted to go ahead and invest in what we're doing. So we're trying a new platform. We'll still use the old platform, Ecamm, but we are streaming on StreamYard today. So let me know what you guys think. If you like the feel, we got the live comments over here in the corner. Let me know what you think about all of that. And let's rock and roll. We're about to open this room. Get ready for a freaking mock draft. Oh, baby. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Let me in the room. Boom! Guess who stepped in the room? Tikal coming from Charlotte now. If you need a killer beat on the MIC with the FFWV, let me know how you guys like the screen looking there. The draft starts in a couple minutes. Let's put myself over here in the corner. See how that feels. I like this look right here. This is okay. We could also do something like this, but that makes the screen too small. That doesn't benefit anyone. I'm going to let you guys go with this one right here. Okay, so I got the first pick. It starts in 54 seconds. I'm going to see what my man Ant Rogers says. In the building, I'll be watching. All good. And if you didn't know, Ant Tech, a.k.a. Anthony Rogers, is our lead administrator for our Discord server. The Discord server has been up and down over the years. Most recently, it is having its like a glory period right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful renaissance of fantasy basketball, like perfection. It's beautiful to see. Like our MVP Discord channel, which is available to our premium MVP members. It's like a therapy session sometimes for me, y'all. Like I'm in there talking to the guys. It feels like fantasy basketball therapy. And I give a lot of the credit to my man Antec for that. That's not out. All right, I'm up. I'm on the clock. So I got 30 seconds. I'm going to draft the joke. I'm not playing. And last draft, y'all, I was accidentally mock drafting. I'm not mock drafting. Well, I'm not accidentally mock drafting. I'm intentionally mock drafting. I was accidentally auto drafting, and I will not do that. Mark my words. So we're going to go to the board view as usual. We have Nikola Jokic at the 1, Giannis at the 2, Wemby at the 3, Shea at the 4, Luka at the 5, Anthony Davis at the 6, Domantas Sabonis at the 7. We are coming in hot. Man, we coming in. We are hot in here like Nelly. Ooh, I love that Cade Cunningham is going in the first. At the 1-8, we got Cade Cunningham. I am in favor with all of this, except for the Giannis. Maybe I'm wrong, but I want Wemby at 2. I want Shea at 3, and then I'm taking Giannis maybe at 4 or 5. Maybe 5 after Luka. I want Luka on my team. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen Slim Luka out here? Slim Luka is looking crazy. Looking crazy. So after Cade Cunningham at the 1-8, we had Anthony Edwards at the 1-9. Then we got Brett B. Ballin grabs Karl Anthony Towns at the 1-10. I like that pick. Not mad at that at all. Trae Young goes at the 1-11. He went in the second round last draft. It's interesting to see him push up. And then James Harden at the 1-12. When I tell you, I said it last year. I was high on James Harden. People were like, all right, whatever. He's old. I told y'all. I think James Harden will finish the season as a top 10, top 12 player. Definitely a first-round pick. Some would even say to pick him in the middle of the first. Me personally, I'll take him anywhere in that 9-10 area. I'd rather have James Harden instead of Anthony Edwards. Trae Young, not Karl Anthony Towns. I'll probably take Karl Anthony Towns before I take James Harden. But at the 2-1, we got your man, a.k.a. Moneybags of Magic, Paolo Banchero. And then at the 2-2, Father Time himself, LeBron James, the Vampire. The Vampire. Brett's up. Brett's taking his time. He's using all 30 seconds. And he drafts Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey went at the 112 in our last draft. That's interesting. It seems like people are settled down because a lot of these drafters who are here are returning to the second draft. So this is cool to see how people have kind of calmed down, got into the pocket a little bit. Even for myself, trying to multitask, doing the commentary, doing the production of the show, and then also picking. Sometimes I have to sacrifice picking. So right now I'm not like how I would normally be in the queue. But if you are mock drafting, I would go ahead and set a queue while you're doing it. Pick the players that you want next. When they go off the board, they go off the board. But at least that way, with a 30-second clock, you're not like hustling and scrambling and grabbing for air. After Tyrese Maxey at the 2-3, we have Pascal Siakam at the 2-4. I don't know. I'm not there yet with Pascal Siakam, although I believe he will provide tons of value. I'm not taking Pascal Siakam before Devin Booker. I'm not taking Pascal Siakam before Jalen Brunson, before Kevin Durant, before Steph Curry. So I could be wrong. I know that Tyrese Halliburton is out, and there will be a lot of room for him to grow, but I don't know about that one. So before I go back into the recap, I'm going to quickly go over to the player tab because I have to get ready for my next pick. So it looks like I'm up. De'Aaron Fox is on the board. Scotty Barnes, Josh Hart, Jaylen Brown, Alperen Şengün, Donovan Mitchell, Franz Wagner. So I'm going to get 2 picks here. So I don't want to go for flag this early in the second or third, but I will take Mitchell here. And then I'm going to get Şengün on the turn. Then I'll take Şengün on the turn. So I grab Mitchell and Şengün, and I'm happy with that. I think that back of the second round to grab Donovan Mitchell, I think is a great pickup. And then Şengün, for me, is an early third rounder. So far, I'm feeling really good about the draft. So let's get back to the recap. After we had my main man, Pascal Siakam went off the board. At the 2-4, we had Booker, Brunson, Durant, Curry, Vucevic, Jalen Johnson at the 2-10. Jalen Johnson is someone you're going to have to reach for now because he's buried a little bit in the rankings, but he's slowly moving up. That won't be the case once the season actually starts, once we get closer into draft season like September and October. Jalen Williams at the 2-11. I grabbed Donovan Mitchell at the 2-12. Alperen the Goon, Şengün at the 3-1. Scotty, 2 Hottie, Barnes, LaMelo with the ball at the 3-3. DeMar DeRozan, a.k.a. Not Like Us, at the 3-4. Evan Mobley at the 3-5. Ja with the blicky on live stream in the club Morant at the 3-6. Josh Hart at the 3-7. I love that people are taking Josh Hart high. People are loving Josh Hart, but I'm not taking Josh Hart before Amen. Send him a prayer. Thompson. Jaylen Brown in the third, throwing up in my mouth a little bit, but it makes sense. Franz Wagner. Oh, baby. Chet, no regrets. Holmgren. Jamal Murray. Top of the fourth, we got Joel Embiid off the board. Let's talk a little bit about the injured players because I have to drive this home for you guys. Players like Joel, players like Kawhi, players like even your man Kyrie Irving later on, LaMelo Ball, people who are banged up, traditionally banged up. When you grab them, make sure you do not double up and stack injured players. So in my last draft, I think I grabbed AD and I grabbed LaMelo Ball. For example, Arya, who I believe is my man Harry Folks, he grabs AD in the first, then he grabs Ja Morant in the third. Ja Morant is habitually injured. So when you're constructing your points league team, make sure that you're very mindful of those injury risks. You don't want to stack up potential injury risk. Let's head back to the recap. So after Joel at the 4-1, we got Dyson stealing your lunch money, the burglar, Daniels at the 4-2. Then we got Cooper, King Cooper Flag at the 4-3. Bam Bam Adebayo at the 4-4. And then we got Frank's team up. He is using every single second of the clock. And he grabs De'Aaron Fox. I am not mad at that. That's tons of value for De'Aaron Fox. I love that pick. I love that pick. Then we have Arlen, who I believe is my man Harry Folks, at the 4-6 with Austin Reeves. And then at the 4-7, no, my apologies. That was Arlen's team grabbed Austin Reeves, and Arya is grabbing Desmond. Bring the pain, Bane. I am up, and I've just wasted 5 seconds. Let me get in my bag. I'm looking at Tyler Hero here. I'm looking at Jared Allen here. I'm looking at Kawhi Leonard here. I'm looking at Zach LaVine here. So I'm okay to take Kawhi, even though I never draft him. But you know what? I gotta get Tyler. I'm sorry. I ain't never had Tyler Hero. There was a time in my fantasy career where I would have slapped myself in the back of the head if I would have drafted him. But this day and time, I'm doing it. And I'm going for Zach LaVine here. I want Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine has been healthy. He played over 60 games last season. I am good with Zach LaVine in the 5th round. Let's get back to the recap. So after my man Desmond, bring the pain, Bane, we had Triple J, Jaren Jackson at the 4-8, Miles Bridges at the 4-9, Zubats at the 4-10, Josh the Gidla, Giddy at the 4-11, Tyler Hero De Niro at the 4-12. Then I grabbed Zach Watch Your Back Levine at the 5-1, Darius Garland at the 5-2. Darius Garland is banged up, a player I'm not really checking for, but in that area, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Then we got my man John. He grabs Kawhi at the 5-3. I was thinking about taking Kawhi. But I didn't. Let's check out these comments. Antec says, I'm noticing Zach getting more respect this season so far. That's me. And I think the reason is because he's been healthy. And I think that he'll continue to put up Zach LaVine numbers, which his floor is very safe. So he's a very safe 5th round player. But I love that. My man Wimby RL says, I was hoping Zach would fall. Antec says, Hero got buckets last season. And then Brett Ballin says, ooh, people taking my snipes a bit. We not messy around. I love it. I see my man Reed in the building. What up, Reed? Welcome back. I see you. Nah. Guess who's back? My man Reed. All right, let's get back to this recap. So after Kawhi, we had Jalen Green, Zion Williamson at the 5-5, Derek White at the 5-6, Kobe White. Man, we got a lot of whites. We got Derek White, Kobe White, Lakers at 5. Jared Allen at the 5-8, Fred VanVleet at the 5-9. Then we got my man Brett B. Ballin, 14 seconds on the clock, and he grabs Walker, the Stalker, Kessler. Then at the 5-11, we got Jimmy $100 cup of coffee, Butler. Then we got Trey Murphy the 3rd at the 5-12. We are moving and grooving out here. Loving the vibrations. Okay, so at this point of the draft, this is where I'm starting to look to see who's going to reach for rookies. Last draft, the 2nd round of rookies after Cooper Flag started leaving the board in the 10th round. Let's see if that, moves up to the 9th. Let's see, because I might reach for some action here in these later rounds. I might just have to do something. All right, let's get back to this recap. After Trey Murphy the 3rd, we got Denny Abdia. He is moving up. I'm not mad at it. I'm not ready for it, right? I'm not mad at it. I'm just not ready to do that quite yet. Brandon Miller, I'm comfortable with that. Jalen Duren, that is tons of value there. Mikal Bridges at the 6'4", love it. Miles Turner at the 6'5", come on. Rudy Gobert, I don't give a shit. Sue puppy. Eating a croissant on a Sunday at the Eiffel Tower. Getting Rudy Gobert in the 6th round is dope work. Loving it. Jordan, leave the kids at the pool with the baddies. Malik Monk. I'm not messing with Malik Monk. I have concerns about him. He got a lot of run last year because he was starting. I don't know if he will be starting that much this year. RJ Barrett goes off the board, and I'm up. Let me lock in. Time for me to lock. I am drafting. Get focused. Jakob Poeltl interested here. Brandon Ingram, loving that. Norman Powell, Julius Randle, I really like. Nas Reed. So I'm gonna clean up here. I'm gonna grab Brandon Ingram because I want to see what he's gonna do. I'm curious. If I can grab Brandon Ingram in this area, I'm fine with it. Norman Powell, I would have interest, but I have him already. You guys know I love Julius Randle, another safe pick for points leagues. I'm really feeling what I'm doing right now in this draft. I'm feeling myself a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty freaking good. Top is off. Boobies is out. Hair blowing in the freaking wind. Woo! We doing it. All right, let's keep going. So after Rudy Gobert, we had Poole, Malik Monk, RJ Barrett, Kristaps Porzingis in a new environment in Atlanta. We all know when Kristaps Porzingis is healthy, when Kristaps Porzingis plays, he puts on for the city. I believe he'll have value again if he stays healthy. After Porzingis, we had DeJounte Murray. After Murray, we got Brandon Ingram. I'm comfortable with that pick. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to contribute. He's going to definitely be a 6th-round player, maybe a 5th. Julius Randle, same thing, safe pick. And then we have Jakob Poeltl at the 7-2, Norman Powell at the 7-3, CJ McCollum at the 7-4. I don't know how to feel about that. CJ McCollum going to the Washington Wizards with all of that young talent. I don't know what the incentive is for them to play him a bunch. I think he's at the point of his career where, I don't know if I'm interested in him in the 7th round. The player that goes after him, which is Isaiah Hartenstein, I love in that position, and I would take him before CJ. John Collins, he's a new lob threat for James Harden. Love that. Not taking CJ McCollum. So I love my man Muhammad, but I gotta say straight up about CJ McCollum, hot dog water with the bratwurst residue. Dumpster juice ville. Not good. After John Collins, we had Mark Williams, Michael Porter Jr., Lauri Markkanen. I'm interested to see what happens with him. Peyton Pritchard, I think he went in the 8th or the 9th. Last draft, he went in the 7th. Pay attention to Peyton Pritchard. With Jason Tatum out, there's going to be tons of opportunity for players like Anthony Simons, for players like Peyton Pritchard. So I love that people are reaching for him because that's how you win fantasy. You take risks and then you live with it, right? If it pays off, if it pays off, if it doesn't, you take a day off. After Peyton Pritchard, we have D'Angelo Russell. Not interested in him. The player after him, I am. OG Anunoby at the 7-12. Yes. Christian Brown at the 8-1. Maybe. Paul George at the 8-2. Listen, come here. Who is that? Jarlito. Listen. And for everybody else, stay away from Paul George. Keep him away from your family. Keep him away from your roster. Keep him away from your DFS plays, your Aroto team, your category league team, your sleeper lock-in mode. Don't pick him. Don't pick Philadelphia in 2K unless you're messing with VJ. I'm just saying. Let me get ready for my pick. Come on. They're telling me to take Westbrook. No. I like no one here. No one. I'm going to take Beal again. This can't be life. I'm going to take Beal again. This can't be life. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull the trigger. I would take Quickly. I have concerns around Quickly. There's somebody down here, though, that I want. I just don't have enough time to look for it. Maybe it's Suggs. I'll take Suggs. I'm okay with that. I think it looks very similar to my last team. I got some people who I picked last time. I picked your mans in them. Randall. I picked Suggs. I picked Beal. I picked Levine. So there's a common theme that I'm going with right here. But I'll continue to pay attention to see if I need to pivot in some of these later rounds. I might actually consider taking some of these rookies that I've been talking about in these later rounds. So I'm gonna really lock in and see if I can steal some rookies because we only got 4 rounds left, and I'd like to actually grab a few rookies. I want at least 2 rookies, and that's 2 that I'm targeting. So let's check out these comments. My man Wimby RL says, no, I wanted Suggs. Shorty want to be a Suggs. Want to be a Suggs until I got that Sug life tatted on my chest. Can you feel me? I'm just saying, I had to go straight pop on that one, bro. No, Brett Ballin says, no, B.I. was my next pick. Nope, he wasn't. He was mine. He was mine. He was mine because I love him like a friend. The glaze is otherworldly. I love me some Brandon Ingram. Oh, yeah. The bromance is thriving in the most appropriate way. In the most appropriate way. Mikhail at 64 was too good to pass up. You did good there. You did good. Just praying my sleeper falls. Who's your sleeper? When he falls, speak up or forever hold your peace, my guy. Who the heck is your sleeper? Don't be keeping no secrets around here, my G. I'm going to crash out on this thing. I need to know who that sleeper is. This is what the mock draft is for. Don't be keeping no freaking secrets, my guy. As soon as he comes on the board, let's make sure we remix that. Everybody hold my man, Vimby. Man, you got to just spell Wimby right. Just call it Wimby RL. You got me all out here Vebwy RL. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that shish kebab. All right, let's go. Back to the recap. After I grabbed Jalen Suggs, we had Quickly, Vassell, Westbrook. Is Westbrook on a roster? Is Westbrook on a roster? Can somebody tell me if Westbrook is on a roster? I'm not drafting nobody that's not on a freaking roster. Like, you got to be, that is some rolling the dice, Miss Cleo with the crystal ball stuff, if you ask me. I am not drafting Russell Westbrook that early. I'm out on Russell Westbrook. Also, after that, Tobias Harris, I'm kind of out on him as well. Keegan Murray, he will never be what we thought he would be. I'm sorry. Aaron Gordon, I'm okay with that. And this is the part of the draft where it's like, what you going to do? Jaden Ivey coming off an injury. Interesting to see what he does. Asar Thompson I do like because he is cut from the cloth. I mess with Asar Thompson. Dylan Harper. Oh, yo, y'all out here. They not playing with me. Dylan Harper goes in the 9th round at the 9-10. When is VJ going off the board? Somebody going to take VJ. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? If it ain't you, it's going to be me. After Dylan Harper, we had Jaden McDaniels, Santi Aldama, Shaden Sharp, Sar, Alex, that is, Nick Claxton, Kyrie Irving. I'm up. VJ on the board. Let me see if VJ's on the board. Edge Combe. Give him to me. Come home. Come home where you belong. Uh-oh, I got another pick. Let me get focused. Okongwu's here. Okongwu, but you know, they got what's his name around. I don't know about that. Drew Holiday, I'm grabbing Khan. I'm just gonna grab my rookies now. I'm gonna get my rookies and run. I'm gonna get my rookies and run. Because think about this. Your last 2 or 3 slots on your roster, right? Historically speaking, the last 2 to 3 slots on your roster is what? You're going to be streaming those spots anyway. So for me, in those last rounds, should I take like Drew Holiday or Chris Paul, somebody that I kind of know where their ceiling is? I know that their floor is starting to sink and get lower and their value is starting to decrease. Do I want to take a player like that, like Drew Holiday or Chris Paul, or do I want to swing for the fences with a player like Concanipple, with a player like VJ Edgecombe, with a player like over here in the 9th round, they grabbed Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, I believe will go in the 10th round, but rookies, there's a certain majestic trait around them because you don't know how good they can be. Somebody's going to grab the rookie that goes for crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know who that's going to be yet. So let's see, and let's continue to roll our dice. So I think on the next round, I'm going to go for a more stable veteran, and then I'm going to actually grab another rookie, hopefully. But let's get to this recap. After Kyrie Irving at the 10-4, we had Kamara, Oubre, too early, Wiggins, Castle, Stephon, that is, Valanciunas, Keontae George, Schroeder, Edgecombe, Kneppel, Okongwu, Filipowski, Desumnu, Buzeles, Green, Draymond, that is. Colin Sexton, Mathurin, Jared McCain. Jared McCain is somebody we got to pay attention to. I'm high on him. He keeps getting lost in the shuffle down here. So that's a note we want to make. Jared McCain. Bilal Coulibaly, another one. We want to make a note. Andrew Nembhard, very interesting. I'm more interested in Andrew Nembhard at the 11-11 than I am with Pascal Siakam all the way in the second round. I'd rather grab him later than reach for Pascal. So anybody that would take advantage of Tyrese Halliburton's injury, I'd rather get them in the later rounds. Mathurin, Nembhard, very interesting sleeper picks. I'm up. Okay, so let's take a look. I got 30 seconds. Let me clean this up and see who's my vet that I want. Drew Hall. This is miserable. I'm gonna take Drew Holiday. Oh my God, I don't believe this. This is where we are, though. Oh, I'm up again. Let me get my rookie. Let me get my last rookie. And this is the rookie that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna have to type his name in and see. There he is. Ryan Kalkbrenner. This is the guy I wanted, and this would be my last pick. And for that guy, that's a sleeper. That's a sleeper because in Charlotte, they don't have any like real center. They got Diabate there, but Diabate is not going to be killing it like that. And this young guy, I watched him in Summer League. He looks okay, but definitely somebody that I believe will have a path to some playing time. You know what I'm saying? Where some of these rookies, they might be really good, but they might not get playing time. That's the reason like Ace Bailey is interesting to me. He's interesting to me in a points league because I know that Ace Bailey is going to get some playing time. He's going to get some run. So I'm all good with picks. We're going to do this quick recap really quick, and then I'm going to run down, give you an honest review of my team and answer any questions. So after Nembhard, we have Podziemski, Collier, Klingon, Johnson, Fears, Ricochet, DiVincenzo, Lopez, Derek Queen, Herb Jones, Quentin Grimes, Lively, Holiday. I grabbed Kalkbrenner, Chris Paul in the last round, Jakunis, Kuminga, Igor Dimon. That's another one. I'll be open to take him before I even took my guy there. It's Tyus Jones, Karis LeVert, Reed Shepard, Yang Hansen. Oh my God. Did you see Yang Hansen in Summer League? That's the big man, right? The Asian guy? Yo, he looked like the Joker. He's like, some of the passes he was doing, I was like, this is it. Scoot Henderson, how the mighty have fallen. Jabari Smith, and then last but not least, Khalil Ware. So let's go ahead and do the recap. I'm going to give an honest review of my team. I grabbed the Joker at 1. Yes. Donovan Mitchell at the 2. Yes. Alperen Şengün at the 3. Yes. Tyler Hero at the 4. Yes. Zach LaVine at the 5. Yes. Brandon Ingram at the 6. Yes. Julius Randle at the 7. Yes. Bradley Beal at the 8. Maybe. I need to see. Jalen Suggs at the 9. Yes. VJ Edgecombe at the 10. Yes. Con Knipple, maybe. Drew Holiday. Heck to the no. I am out on Drew Holiday. Ryan Kalkbrenner. I'm going to give him a maybe. Not sure what to expect. And I'm not sure if did I give my team a grade on the last draft? If I didn't, that team was kind of boo-boo bear. I give it a 3 out of 5 GOAT rating. This team, I'm a lot happier with. I'm going to give myself a 4 out of 5 GOAT rating. And now that you know where to draft, now that you know who to draft when picking from number 1, check out this playlist of all of our mock drafts. But now that you know who to pick at number 1, make sure you check out this playlist with all of our mock drafts. Cut. Man, that was smooth. Let me know, fellas. Was that smooth? That felt smooth. I felt like we was in the zone there. We are officially in overtime. If you got questions, drop them. I'm gonna try to get off quick because I want to go take a 30-minute walk and see if I can work this hamstring out. We got Brett Ballin says, let me see if I can do some music here for this part. Let me see. I'm just messing around here, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do some 1-2. How's that sound? Okay. Was that some night driving music? That is way too depressing. That's not our vibe, right? Here we go. This is more our vibe. This is kind of like a hip hop Believe in Fantasy vibe, right? Let me know in the comments. Is that a vibe that we would mess with? That is kind of a vibe we would mess with. It's kind of creepy. Is it gonna drop? Can we drop something? That's basic, but we'll take it. It's just background music. All right, cool. So let's do these questions real quick. Or any points. Last one was smooth. Is this one okay or the one before it? We're gonna go with this one because I don't want to be focusing on Beast too much. Matt Carmody says smooth. Oh, Matt said the Yang Dynasty. I'm gonna have to look for Yang. Then we got Hanson, that Chinese Joker. Love it. Then we got I love Yang. Yeah, Yang definitely is getting a lot of love. My sleeper was Collier. Got greedy, letting him drop. You lost him? Did you lose him? Oh man. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good season. Got my rookie sleeper, Trey. Who the heck was your Trey? Trey Johnson. Okay, that's good, Brad. I like that. Nimhard, I'm loving this year. I love that we can get him so late. And I think those are all of our. See if there's anything that wasn't acknowledged here. Yeah, it looks like everything else was acknowledged here. Okay, cool. So for everybody who's watching the overtime, if you want to refer back to this video, grab the URL wherever you're watching, whether you're on Twitter, X, YouTube. Grab that URL because this video is about to go private. I'm going to edit it and then I'm going to release it. One thing for the community, all my guys who pulled up, this Sunday, we're not going to be doing a live stream because I'm going to be in Charlotte. I'm taking my kid to a basketball tournament. So I'm going to run the first mock draft as like a premiere on Sunday night. And then the other one, I'll probably drop that sometime next week as well. We got some more of those riding in the whip with Robin videos coming out on YouTube. You're going to see them. The first one is up. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please go to our YouTube and check out that video. Interested to hear what you think about that video style. So if you have a minute, it's a really short video. I think it's like a 12-minute video. Please take time to go check that video out and let me know if you like that style because that's a convenient way for me to make content, but also I believe it makes more of a stronger connection. It feels like we're together chilling in the whip. That's the vibe. I'm trying to create it where it's like I'm not like preaching and teaching as much as I'm just connecting and reflecting with my fam. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and check this last bit before we get out. Matt says, my favorite Yang nickname I've seen is the Big Tariff. I like that. How you feeling about Cam Johnson in Denver now? I'm interested to see what he does. Michael Porter Jr. had his value, and I think Cam Johnson coming in there, he'll kind of inherit some of his workload. So I think he's going to be on this kind of the same level as Michael Porter Jr. I don't expect a substantial upgrade there. All right, folks. So we're going to wrap it up. Remember, play the waivers, set your lineups, and believe in fantasy.